Good day, everybody. How you doing? Morning Talks with Ro in the afternoon. Your girl is on another grind mission. I made a decision recently that when I hit a certain date, I was back to the grind on a whole other level to get some things produced. And so I wanted to talk to you all about that today and see where you are. Are you living with purpose? Are you living with intention? Do you have a mission that's driving you? What is life looking like for you right now? Are you distracted? Oh, your girl and forgot to put on the do not disturb, so we just got to roll, right? Hey, everybody, welcome to the conversation. Yes, it's Morning Talks with Ro in the afternoon. You got your morning drink? What's up, Clive? How you doing? Hi, Woodrow, thank you. Hey, Tiffany. So today we're going to talk about if you're living with purpose, if you're living with passion. Hey, Charles, all the best to you. Safe travels. Are you living with passion? Are you living with intention? Or are you just getting up and kind of seeing where the day takes you? Are you just getting up and seeing what happens and hoping that everything turns out okay? How are you approaching your day? What's life looking like for you? Hey, everybody, welcome. What up, Lindola? Right, shout out. So let's talk about a purpose-driven life. Let's talk about getting up and living with intentions. Let's talk about having direction for yourself. Come on, 2020 vision. Who's ready to move the needle of progress in some area of their life or just their life overall? Who's ready for that? It's still the beginning of the year. You still have a significant amount of time to take advantage of this 2020 energy. But just remember that you can always have a new beginning. Every day is a new beginning. Every moment is a new beginning if we allow ourselves to believe it, if we claim it, if we treat it as such, right? What's up, y'all? Welcome to the conversation. Much respect. Every day, every moment is a new beginning if we treat it as such. So when you do give yourself this new beginning, when you give yourself permission to look at life from that vantage point, from that perspective, what are you doing with that new beginning? Do you have vision to pour into that new beginning? Are you living with intention, or are you just kind of haphazardly living this thing out and hoping that it works out? So talk to me in the comments. I want you guys to talk to me, because if anybody feels like they are not waking up with much purpose or intention, and that already the year is like, all right, throw the whole 2020 away. Is anybody feeling like that? Are you already feeling like throw the whole 2020 away? Or are you already feeling like, oh my goodness, Groundhog Day, same thing happened to me last year. Made some resolutions. It was all cool. And then fell off. Not happening. Lost the vision. Don't have enough drive. Don't have enough fire to light your, under your butt every morning. Don't have enough inner drive, inner purpose, what is it? What do you feel you're missing? What is it that you desire, but you're like, I'm not getting there? And is that truly what you desire? Because if you don't have a strong enough something, a strong enough why, a strong enough intention, a strong enough mission, ideal to stretch into, something that makes you go, ooh, the hard work is worth it, then yeah, you're going to give out gas eventually. I can only imagine if I allowed the numbers, for example, with my coaching, right? When I released a book, if I let the numbers drive me as to whether I would write the next book, I would not have written again. I had to have something else that was purposeful about what I was doing, that the numbers could not mean that much. My mission was bigger than the numbers. I wanted to touch at least one person, and then I said, because I would always chunk my goals down. I'm like, look, as long as I touch one person, if I changed one person's life, that's huge. I let my goal be small yet big, right? That's a huge accomplishment, but it's not that many people. And by having my, chunking down what I would allow something to mean to me as far as success was concerned, I kept going. But if I made my thing too lofty, or if I made it about the numbers, then my vision could get skewed. My reasoning for going after it could Step outside of the reason that I started. And then I could overwhelm and shut down, or I could become disappointed and shut down. Let me see what you guys are saying. Dang, this sun is serious, ain't it? Can't you see it? Smacking me all up in the face. Hey, sun, what up? Okay, hey, Holly. Ever says, I plan to make 2020 a good year. That's what I'm talking about. Get the language right. Get your champion dialogue on deck. 2020 is mine. Come on, Shirley. Holly says, I feel once I get to my Johns Hopkins appointment in a month, I'll get the answers I need to move forward in healing, etc. Bless up. All the best to you, Holly. Bigger than the numbers. Come on, man. I like that hashtag, Tiffany. Thank you. It's got to be bigger than the numbers. It's got to be something, I think, that really can drive you when the going gets tough, because it usually does, especially for the entrepreneurs in the spot, or anybody that has like a side hustle or something that you want to do, but it's not paying all the money just yet, or you can't make a living from it, just yet. You got to have something that drives you that's bigger than like the numbers or something mundane, something that can be fleeting. My drive, I don't even know if I've ever really said it or encapsulated it, is breakthrough, is love, like watching somebody shift in their mental state of being or their spiritual state of being and live a better quality life. That drives me. It does. That's so powerful to me. Like to be able to say something that helps somebody to turn a corner in their life, to be able to say something that helps somebody remedy a blind spot and then start living a better life, to help somebody go after a dream that they've been completely afraid of, and then to see them get progress, even if it's something incremental, small, yet something, is big for me. That's intangible. It's not about, it doesn't boil down to the money. The money will come with the quality of work that I put out, I believe. The money will come and it'll increase. Opportunity will increase as I continue to bring value. And then I become a greater me because that's my drive. You feel me? So what's your drive? What really can be a quality drive so that that's the thing that pushes you to continue to do whatever you say you want to do? Let's see what you guys are saying. Hey, everybody. Welcome to the conversation. Lindola says, this is right on time. Selena Johnson said the same thing on The Breakfast Club regarding music. I want to release music myself, so the numbers mean nothing. Who I touch with my music, yes, means something. Come on, man, confirmation. At the end of the day, let it be something like that, right? One, it doesn't overwhelm you and shut you down. Then you can get back to the passion and the love of it. What's the reason you do it in the first place? You really like it. But if you're so worried about everybody else's opinion, if you're so worried about people pleasing, then this is going to get in the way of probably the creativity. It'll probably get in the way of the passion. It'll probably get in the way of just delivering from right where you are, because you're so busy trying to please something that could be fleeting. That stuff changes all the time anyway. Just do it from the heart, and it's going to find the tribe of people it's supposed to touch. I really, really believe that. Let's see what you guys are saying. Make an effort to get your driver's license. I think that's what you're going to say. Don't make an effort. Do it, James. You've been talking about this driver's license for a minute. Just go do it. That's what we're talking about today. Today we're getting out of, I don't know if you guys heard my opening. You guys are probably still coming in, but I just decided, I made a decision recently. I don't remember when I did, but I know what date I chose. I said, and my date was yesterday. My date was yesterday. It was actually the day before that, but because I came off of a whirlwind of a busy weekend, I was realistic with myself, and I was like, you need to power up. You need a day off. Take it off. Give yourself permission. That's that. And I hope you guys honor yourself in that way too. Sometimes we make plans, but if you know that your body or your mind or your heart or your spirit needs to pause, please honor it, right? So I had to honor that. And then I was like, all right, then my start day is tomorrow. I'm on a whole other grind right now. There are things I want to accomplish, and the only way I'm gonna get them done is if I commit. I gotta speak it. And then I gotta do it. And sometimes just giving yourself a start date. I clicked in mentally. There were things that I would be tired to do last week that I'll be like, man, I just don't have the energy right now. That right now there's no excuses for that. No excuses, just results. Because I made a decision. because I'm committed to a decision. And sometimes that's what it takes from us. So if you need to give yourself a hard deadline start so that you know right at this date, I mean business, do that. Do whatever you need to do to get the mental state on track to support you. And then eliminate these distractions, right? Gotta eliminate the distractions. And then get in the trenches and go for it. I'm in the trenches right now. I'm like, ooh, Lord, I gotta do this. I gotta do that. That's all right. Commit and go for it. And see what you get. See what you get. Let's see what you're saying. Yes, my 2020 word breakthrough. Okay. Still going strong 2020. Okay. Let's see. Bless up. What's up, Amanda? Let's see. Hey, everybody. Welcome to the conversation. We're talking about living an intention-filled life, living a purpose-driven life, living with a mission, living with an ideal to stretch into so that you keep going and you finally get these results that you've been wanting to get for yourself. Who's got a result that they're looking to get, but they can't get their engine going, or they don't know why they keep giving out gas? If I can, I'd love to help you and stretch you in perspective for what next best step you can take. I just did a talk at City Summit this weekend. Shout out to my Mouska brother, Dale Godboldo, for his incredible work ethic and bringing us all together for the opportunity to not only spend time with each other as Mouskateers, love my Mouska Nation family and friends and fans, everybody, but also to pour into the hearts and lives of others. And one of the things I talked about is we first rated where we were in different sections of our lives. As a matter of fact, I might do that with you right now. And then we talk, okay, let's do it. All right, let's get a little coaching in. Who wants to do it? Okay, if right now, either use your smartphone to help make you smarter, or get yourself a pen and paper or your writing tablet or whatever you use as a writing utensil. Let's just do a quick evaluation of a few sections in your life. And let's see if we can help you to take the next best step. Okay? Tiffany was there. Shout out to Tiffany. We're going to do a quick evaluation. And Tiffany, if you didn't do this for yourself the other day, because I know you were taking video and stuff. Oh, thank you, honey. Then do it for yourself today. So, let's write down some categories. Since we're talking about career, let's write down career/workplace. If you were to rate yourself as to how well you're doing or not doing, 1 being poor, right, and 10 being excellent, where would you rate yourself in that area of your life? Write it down. 1 being poor and 10 being excellent. Career/workplace. Are you happy? Do you feel like you're doing what you love? Even if you don't feel like you're doing what you love, do you feel like your job is fulfilling? Do you feel like you have purpose at your job? You know, where do you rate yourself between 1 to 10? 1 meaning it's poor, it's not good. 10 meaning it's excellent, I'm thriving. Okay. Next category I want you to write down is love. And love does not have to be a coupled situation. It can also be your personal love, your self-love. Matter of fact, write those down as 2 separate categories. Write down coupled. Let's say you're happy single, or maybe you're happy coupled. Maybe you're unhappy single. Maybe you're unhappy coupled. Rate yourself there. 1 being poor, 10 being excellent. And then, go to the other side of self-nurturing. How are you doing with your self-nurturing? 1 being poor, 10 being excellent. Are you taking care of yourself? Are you pausing for yourself? Are you doing something that brings you real joy? Are you making sure that your heart and your mind is in a stable and cared for space? Be honest with yourself. Rate yourself right now, 1 to 10. You were writing in time. Okay, good. Good. Hey, Vita. Okay, next section that we're going to rate ourselves, finances. How you doing with your money, honey? How do you feel about that? Are you doing good money management? Are you sucking at money management? Do you have investments? Like, how do you feel about your financial picture? 1 being poor, 10 being excellent. Hey, everybody, welcome to the conversation. We are rating our lives right now. We're writing down some different sections, and we are rating where we are so that we can see about taking the next best step in that area of our lives if we're not thriving. Okay? And even if you are thriving and you're looking for, going to the next level, let's get it. Come on, high achievers, the super achievers, let's get it too. You don't always have to be down and out to get some good coaching. Coaching is for super achievers as well. Depends on where you are in your life. It's always room to maximize. Hey, Patrick. Always room to maximize. Okay, next section that we're going to rate ourselves in is spirituality. Now, I know that some of you may be atheists. That's okay. But do you rely on a power outside of yourself, or do you feel like you got to hold this thing together all by your lonesome? I don't know. How's that working out for you? Rate yourself. Scale of 1 to 10. 1 being poor, 10 being excellent. How do you fare in your spiritual aspect of yourself, your life? Okay, let's see. What do? We got career. We got fine. Ooh, here's the last one we're gonna do. Physical well-being. How are you taking care of yourself physically? This is beyond self-nurturing, because sometimes self-nurturing could be just laying on the couch and taking a pause from overworking yourself mentally or spiritually or emotionally. But physical well-being, how are you eating? What are you putting in your body? What are you putting in your body? How are you working? Are you working out? Are you moving? Do you have good blood circulation? What's happening there? Hey, everybody, welcome to the conversation. Welcome to the conversation. So, if you did not rate yourself at an 8 or above in each of the sections that we just listed, then you're not necessarily thriving. Okay? And if you're not thriving in that area of your life, I want you to take a moment right now and think about, and we're not going to take the whole time, right? But even when this recording goes off, I want you to give yourself permission to take some time out to think about, in every area that you did not rate yourself at an 8 or above, what is the next best step that I can take to improve this area of my life and to start to see the results that I want to see? I mean, it could be something as simple. It does not have to be some grandiose or lofty next best step. It doesn't have to be something that you're like, I don't know how to get there, and then if I take that step, it may be too much. It may overwhelm you and shut you down. But it could be, you know what, I'm just going to start committing to the treadmill for 10 minutes a day. A brisk walk on the treadmill for 10 minutes a day. Just to get my body going again, just to get myself in routine again, just to give myself a small enough yet reasonable and realistic enough commitment for me to get back in the game. You could say for your couple's goals, let's say that you're feeling like, I'm coupled, but I'm not happy. I'm not happy. Well, then what's the next best step that you can take in relationship with your partner? It could be, there's something that I used to like to do with my partner, where, we would love on Bay, honey. You could do something, you find something every day to be conscious about giving to or loving on your partner. It could be something as simple as putting toothpaste on their toothbrush and putting it at the sink. It could be something like pouring, making their cup of tea that they like to drink every morning. Right? And having that next to the bed when they wake up. Something you don't normally do, maybe. I don't know. Or something you could get in the habit of doing. I don't know. Right? It could be that you've been getting lazy about cooking, and maybe you cook tonight. You haven't done that in a while. Right? It could be that you finally planned that date night you've been procrastinating about. Go to a comedy club, raise your vibration together, go laugh. What could you do? Could you enroll you into ballroom dancing together so that you have a reason to come together and do something fun, high vibrational together? Reconnect. Singles life. Could you finally commit to getting on that dating app that you've been afraid of? I don't know. Could you finally go and join a ballroom dancing class and look for a new partner? And then that could open up the opportunity to, for even if it's not your new partner, they might say, oh, come out with me, we're cool. And then you meet one of their friends that happens to be, you know what I'm saying? The man next to the man or the girl next to the girl. Will you commit to taking the next best step in that area of your life so that you can improve your results? So I want you to take some time with each section of your life that you rated beneath an 8. Because if you rated it at an 8 or above, I think you're doing good in that section. If you want to improve it, go take the next best step. Come on, super achiever. But if you didn't rate it at an 8 or above, what is the next best step you could take? And then will you commit to taking that step either tonight or first thing in the morning? A quote that I love from Tony Robbins is, we do not leave the sight of a goal without doing something towards its accomplishment. It's easy to talk. It's another thing to execute. It's another thing to take action. And if you feel like taking action seems overwhelming, chunk it down to the smallest responsibility and then take that step. But don't not take a step. Are you willing to commit? As we would say at my school, are you willing to be bacon? Because the pig has to make the ultimate sacrifice in order to become the result of bacon. It has to lay down its life to be bacon. Ain't no turning back from being bacon. That's crazy commitment. Are you willing to commit until you see the results you set out to get? All right. So who wants to give me some feedback on what we just did? Powerful stuff if you do it. Hey now. Powerful stuff if we do it. And does anybody need any help with creativity as it pertains to the next best step that you can take in whatever area of your life you feel like you'd like to see better results in? I'm willing to help you with that right now in this moment. So take advantage. If you want to. We just did a powerful exercise. I hope you take advantage of it and that you actually nurture yourself. You love on yourself enough to take the time to think about what that next best step can be and actually do something about it. It's up to us, right? We got to do it. We have to take the action. We have to take the step. Nobody can do it for us, but I just gave you a really practical way to do it. Good stuff, huh? Come on, man. 2020 is waiting for you to happen to it. Who's waiting for 2020 to happen to them? Because if that's how you treat in life, no wonder you're not getting the results that you desire. If you're waiting for 2020 to happen to you, no wonder you're not getting the results you desire. Where are you being proactive for you? Right? And if you feel like this video can help somebody to get their engine going or keep it going or give them some direction, be sure to share it. Some good stuff in this video and super practical stuff that you can do to turn things around. Super practical stuff you can do to get better results in your life. The sun is amazing, right? So does anybody have any questions before I get out of here? If you missed the talk, definitely go back to the top of the video and check it out. Trying to get everybody on track. Live intention filled. Live with purpose. Live with a mission. Stretch into an ideal. Stretch into an ideal. So if you guys don't have any questions of me, I'm going to let us all chew on that. Because I'm doing the same thing. I am taking bold steps in my life right now. I have gotten back on a grind, and there's some things I want to produce. There's some things I want to create. There's some things that are not going to create themselves. Hey, Skylar, shout out to Cal Park. What up? There's some things that are not going to create themselves. Hoping to use Lent as a time to really reset and jumpstart. Okay, beautiful. And anything in between for health and personal, already doing good work with goals. Good. Good. Send you the cup. Hey, now, power up, baby. Shout out to PPU, my school, Personal Power University. Shout out to all the PPU alumni in the conversation right now. Excuse me. When God wants to show off his creations, he'll post a photo of you on his Facebook. That's so sweet of you, Low Base. What up? How you doing, darling? It's good to see you. Blessed to have transitioned into spring right at the beginning of 2020. Now looking forward to the harvest season. Come on, darling. Y'all remember, right? Remember how Jim Rohn talked about looking at life like it's in seasons. So some of us might be in our winter. I was talking to some people that were in their winter. They didn't even know to identify it as a winter. Now they're taking advantage of it, and they're getting ready to go into their spring. Your winter is that time where, let's say that it doesn't seem like opportunity is there. No doors of opportunity are budging. You can't get things to move in the direction that you want them to move. So it may be a time for self-reflection. It's a time for self-inventory, to ask yourself good questions like, how did I get here? What choices have I been making that have produced the results I'm looking at? What new choices do I need to make in order to change my results? What new habits do I need to bring on board that I don't have currently that are going to change the results that I'm looking at, so that I start seeing the life and living the life that I want to live? And then when spring comes around, that's when the ground is more movable. Like right in the winter, you can't turn the soil over. You can't plant seeds in the winter. Ain't nothing growing out there. But once the spring comes around, the water comes in, right? You got your vision on deck now because you did your self-inventory. You checked in with yourself. You asked yourself good questions. You gave yourself good answers. Now you're ready to plant those seeds into that fertile soil. You're ready to turn that soil over, plant that vision into the ground, water it with your attention, remove the distractions, remove the weeds. That's the summer. So you got your spring, you just planted the visions. Now when you move into your summer, you're just keeping those visions. You're watering them, you're nurturing them with your attention. You're keeping the weeds out in the summertime. You're keeping the bad vibes out. You're keeping the bad thoughts out. You're keeping the bad people out. You are protecting your crops until they blossom into your harvest. What season are you in? Let's see what Candace is saying. Yeah, I'm going to take a huge step from being an infant care teacher to a pre-K teacher. The door is opening for me, and I need to go through it. Plus, about to do my 3rd podcast. My time is now. Come on, speak with that. And I won't let nothing stop me. Speak with your entire chest, Candace. Hello. I love it. That's what I'm talking about. Yes. So if you guys don't have anything that you want to say to me, after today's talk, that's right, protect your crops, baby. You almost there, Tiffany. You've been planting. You missed the combo, but you're happy because you're crushing this weight goal. Bless up. 2020 is awesome. Come on. Come on. Who else is inspired by 2020? Who else is doing their part? Who else is doing their part? And you feel like, yes, I'm deserving of this. I'm doing my part. Yes, I'm putting it in. So I expect to get out. I'm doing my part. You're welcome, Susan. Happen to 2020. Stop waiting on 2020 to happen to you. What are you willing to commit to? What steps are you willing to take when we hang up this time with each other on this live? Good, Anthony. Come on. And sometimes in order to feel worthy and deserving, we got to do our part so that we feel like we're worthy and deserving, right? That's another good reason to do what you need to do so that you can enable yourself to feel worthy and deserving. Hey, I'm doing my part. I expect to get this back. It helps with your belief. It helps to reinforce it. Let's get it. If you missed the conversation, definitely go back and listen to it. We did some exercises in here to get us to understanding more about where we are in different areas of our lives, and then what's the next best step we can take in order for us to start seeing the results that we'd like to see. Very practical approach that can give you tremendous results if you do it. Okay. All right, you guys. I'm sending love out. I hope you enjoyed today's conversation. Power up, baby. Yes. Until next time.